Hey kids, you trying to get into Segment City? Well, you really shouldn't, because Segment City is a mature podcast, and listener discretion is advised. I'm just trying to look at... I know I'm in an alleyway. I know how I look, but I got some fireworks for you kids. I got snakes and I got sparklers. That's all I got. Oh, don't give me that. Oh no.
It's me, the ghost.
Yeah? Of
Easter past.
Oh.
You never appreciated Easter, Will.
Nobody does.
Easter's
worse
You
Christmas.
never prayed to the Easter bunny.
Am I supposed to pray to him?
You never made an offering.
I just eat his eggs.
You always ate the eggs and didn't say thank you, bunny.
Do you want me to now?
Yes.
Thank you, bunny.
Oh, that's very good.
Banished. Get a Catholic priest in here.
Woo.
Banish this terrible bunny boy.
Bunny boy.
Bunny boy. From Segment City. Welcome to Segment City, everybody.
Home of the bunny boys.
Home of the bunny boy. I'm Will Kane, top bunny boy exorcist.
And I'm Theo Sapaco, secret summoner of evil bunnies. Don't tell Will.
We're mortal enemies.
We're mortal enemies.
You know that, right?
But Will doesn't know it.
What? Huh?
Will knows it, but he's playing ignorant.
You know what I don't know? What segments Theo is going to have.
Oh, that's
Segment
right.
City is a show in which Theo and I produce segments each week. Some are reoccurring, some are new, but I never know what Theo's going to have, and Theo usually doesn't know what I'm going to have.
I know what you have
surprise
this
each
time.
other. We're going to surprise you unless you read the description of the episode, and then you know, but nobody ever reads the description of the episode. I just slip in jokes all the time, and nobody ever reads them.
I'm gonna read the description right now.
Oh,
Looks
no.
like in this one, Theo totally wrecks Will with his diss track.
Fuck.
Will is dumb. Got him. Boom.
This is why you're the beatboxer on the acapella team you're on.
Yeah, me and my acapella team got to suit up for the big match.
Is acapella different from acapella?
I can tell him.
Acapella. So usually I come up with a theme. The Will Stupid Thought is not going to have a theme, but I want to tell a story that kind of goes into what segment I'm going to do. I'm only doing one segment this week. But this weekend
Spoilers.
I did a murder mystery party at my girlfriend's friend's place. Because it was her birthday, and it was I initially got a text from the person being like, "You're going to be contacted by significant other. They're going to plan a surprise party for me." And I was like, "This is not a surprise party. If you're saying I'm going to get a surprise party," and then we got a message being like, "I'm planning the party now. It's a murder mystery."
It was me the whole time.
And Annie,
big reveal.
I just said that to Annie, and I'm like, I think the person being murdered is the significant other.
Oh my god! Surprise!
That they failed so violently.
Oh, no.
So it was you and I have done a murder. You planned a murder mystery, and it was a great time.
Good. Glad you liked it.
I very much enjoyed it. It was a lot, and it was sometimes frustrating, but I liked that people were into it. It was definitely
people
for the
bought
crowd.
in, which was fun.
This murder mystery was lacking.
People
but it
didn't buy
also
in?
fit the crowd. It was more casual.
Okay.
So I was the butcher, and my name was Sam Shop-a-Lot. All the names were puns. So there was a guy named Dr. Dijon.
Great.
Annie was Sugar the baker, and she talked like this. Sugar, I'm Sugar, and she went to each person, and she's like, "What are you?" And they're like, "I'm the tailor," and she's like, "I'm Sugar," and she individually went to each people.
She was
and
very proud.
She felt the heat of
very proud of the fact
she
that
felt
she was
out
Sugar.
the room on whether
God.
they liked this voice, and she kept on being like, "Is this good?" I'm like, "Fucking nailed it!"
Just go. It's fine.
I was the butcher who was arrogant and a ladies' man, and so I was like, "Hey, how's it going? I'm Sam Chapelot. How's it going? Biggest bachelor in the entire place. Everyone loves me." And that was everyone loves me. Every single time I said anything, I was like, I'm Sam. How's it going? How you doing? I'm Sam. I'm not the murderer. It said on the thing, like, don't believe Sam. I'm like, oh, I guess I'd butcher a lot of red herring. And it was weird because we didn't get any, like, you gave us prep work. Like, we had general goals that you had to, over the night, kind of get through. This was, like, each round, you would get a new envelope.
Okay.
And it had, like, for mine, it was, like, flirt with all the girls in the room and, like, figure out this piece of information. But they didn't always match up to, like, figuring out them. And the murder happened halfway through the night. Okay. Like, one of the people got murdered. Okay. And it was the heiress who everybody fucking hated.
Great.
And the girl committed.
Was she a played character?
Yeah, she was. And the girl came in with this old, like, pink dress that was perfect. It was, like, wonderful. And we didn't know, the person who was the murderer didn't know until literally the reveal who it was, which I didn't like because you can't. Everyone was telling the truth the entire time.
Like, I didn't do it.
And guess who it was? It was Annie. This is the second time that Annie has been doing murder mystery with me, and she's been the murderer.
2 for 2.
It was Sugar the entire time. And I was just like, okay, well,
So did the person who was planning it know that it was going to be Sugar?
No, she was like, I specifically cut this. She was also playing.
Oh, okay.
Which was actually interesting. So she didn't know what was going to happen, but I didn't. It was cash, and I kind of like that. And nobody took it super seriously.
Okay.
So it kind of fit the room, but Annie and I got in a conversation where I was just like, hey, how's it going? Just like, and she was like, I think like things can align. And then she just wrote character, was like, this is just like a weird role play at this point. It's like, I was like, Jesus Christ. And I died because of she's like, this is just a weird couple. Like, we're talking in character to each other. We're weirdos.
You bought it.
We don't need to.
You bought it.
And then the girls who was hosting its dog was walking around, and I was like, can the dog be a character, please? I would love to have just Misty, the dog. But anyway, that was my weekend.
This is Sir
Barks-a-Lot. Now, let's get to our opening segment that we usually do. We do our fun story, and then we do a Will Stupid Thought. This one's a quick one. This it's literally one line. Thank God that our bodily functions are satisfying.
Like sleeping and eating?
Yeah. And like other things. Imagine...
Yeah, but like running isn't...
No, well, the afterwards...
Yeah.
That's not like... When I say bodily function, I mean, like, yes, eating is, like, satisfying for most people. You might have a condition that makes it not satisfying.
Or you might just not have good food.
But imagine, because I'm going to be honest, I thought of this where I think of most of my shower thoughts, which is in the bathroom. Mm-hmm. And I was like, having, I'm not going to say if it was onesies or twosies.
It was twosies.
And,
we all know, Will.
Both are satisfying. When you're busting for a piss and you piss and you're like, oh, this is so good. Or when you take a good twoosers. It's just like, thank God it's, because imagine if it was painful. What if it was
Sometimes
just like...
it is. Sometimes it is. You've never had one of those?
What if it was hard to eat? Like, it was physically like, oh no, I gotta eat, but it hurts.
People would die. People would die rather than eating.
Also, like, sexual reproduction is supposed to feel like, if nobody wants baby, like, unless you certainly want babies.
Nobody wants a baby.
Everyone acts like babies are a surprise, even though that's the entire purpose of the action.
Somebody told me that a mutual friend of ours was pregnant. You don't know that, but
okay.
And I was like, oh, congratulations, or I'm sorry. Which one is it?
I had a coworker.
It was congratulations, obviously. It was for them, but like,
I had a coworker
because no one announces like I'm pregnant and I hate it.
No, I had a coworker that I came back because I worked at a place, we didn't work there, and then worked at there now. And he was like, so yeah, my girlfriend's pregnant. We didn't plan it. Like, that was the first thing he said. I was like, oof. Like, oh, that's a rough thing to say to people.
Right.
But thank God they're satisfying.
Yeah.
Ow! I gotta sleep, but it's not satisfying.
I gotta close my eyes. Ow!
I'm so awake though. You're like a toddler all the time. Like, I don't want to go to bed.
All right. Well, I have a segment for you.
For me.
This one is a recurring segment.
Okay.
And we're gonna call it. Is this person the asshole?
Oh, is this from Am I the asshole?
This is from user you/dumbass girlfriend.
You dumbass girlfriend.
Here we go.
Oh, I love it.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Am I the asshole for calling my girlfriend a dumbass when she said that dinosaurs were killed by the Romans?
Get it a phalanx formation and kill them.
No, wait, I goofed it.
Oh,
When she said the dinosaurs killed the Romans. Which one is better? Which one's better?
The dinosaurs killing the Romans. I just imagine them smashing through Rome.
Formation! They're coming!
They used to call dinosaurs the Gauls. They sacked Rome. So stupid. Oh, God.
So my girlfriend and I were having a conversation about something when it got into the topic of Rome. I said I was saying how I'd love to have seen Rome in its heyday, and she said, until you get eaten by a dinosaur. I initially thought she was joking and just laughed and said, what? And then she said, completely straight-faced, that the Roman Empire fell because of the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs killed the Romans.
That's, oh my
I asked if she was serious, and she said, you didn't know that? Like it was something everyone would know.
You stupid idiot. You didn't know that?
I told her that the dinosaurs died like 1 million years ago before humans existed. I realize this number isn't correct, but at least I have a vague timeline. Mm-hmm. She said that it wasn't true, and I said, don't be a dumbass. Just think about it. How would there not be stories about dinosaurs rampaging through civilizations if they existed during the Roman Empire? She just got upset and said, don't call me a dumbass, and went home.
This goes with our shower thought last episode of how would people just like...
I mean, what the hell? Who even taught her that?
Hannibal
and how does she still believe it? She's 23, not 12.
Hannibal went over the Alps and Triceratops instead of elephants.
Gathered his troops on the hilltop, looking down on the Brachiosaurus hordes.
It's like in that Jurassic World movie when they're like, we're going to weaponize dinosaurs by having laser pointers on guns that you can point at an enemy. Excuse me? Why don't you just shoot them with the gun that you're pointing already at them?
Excuse me, why do you need the dinosaurs?
Because velociraptors are cooler. Next question.
Because they're spooky.
Because they're spooky. Imagine a velociraptor coming after you.
You would be scared.
We've been flanked by velociraptors. Clever girls.
Clever girls.
Oh my God.
That's the dinosaurs killed the Romans. I love that line.
Caesar was stabbed by the Roman Senate of dinosaurs. Just everybody's clawing him.
A2 Velociraptors.
Are these knife marks, claw marks, or teeth marks? I can't tell. He's a bloody pulp.
He was stabbed 23 times.
So stupid.
Oh my God.
Romulus and Remus were actually just two dinosaurs.
They didn't get along very well.
They didn't get along very well. One killed the other.
Yeah.
Raised by wolves still.
Velociraptors raised by wolves. They had that killer instinct.
That's a killer instinct right there.
Yeah, who learned more, the wolves or the velociraptors?
Next segment. No.
Next segment.
Is this person an asshole for calling him out?
Dumbass.
No, that's a relationship. Next. Have you ever been in a relationship where you can't tell the other person, like, you need to know?
You need to go read a book.
Any
book.
The things Annie and I say to each other that if we said in front of other people would be the most embarrassing shit in the world. Yeah. Where we just go, like, we just howl at each other.
Oh my God.
We just do weird shit.
Yeah, but you're not calling her a dumbass.
No.
About dinosaurs.
I sometimes...
Killing the Romans.
I can't believe I'm going to say this on a podcast. I come in to... I take a shower.
You already told me
she's
this.
laying in bed.
I don't enjoy hearing this.
You don't want to hear this?
No,
but the
you
audience
should say it because it's funny.
I come in and I put my towel over my head like a shawl, but my dick and balls are saying it out, and I just gotta like skitter in, and I go, "Hello," and she goes, "Dick Goblin, get out of here!" And I go, "I heard you wanted, wanted to talk. What's up? How's it going?" And I just gotta wiggle my. This is my dingle dangle. Don't mind this. Oh, you want me to put pants on? You know what? I'll just go. And then I leave the room, and I come back, and I'm like, "Did you see that Dick Goblin that just came in? This is crazy."
It's gross. You nasty.
I am nasty.
You're a nasty boy.
I'm a nasty boy.
That was my segment.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
So now we're going to go to my segment, which is D&D for two.
Do your D&D for two.
D&D for two. This is a segment in which Theo and I do two-person Dungeons & Dragons. I want to see if it works. We've already done one session, which was I don't want to flub what episode it was in, but... It was a few episodes back. I'm trying to make this so that you don't necessarily need to have listened to that to listen to this. I'm just going to give a quick recap.
Nice.
So Theo is playing...
Bruno Wizardson.
who is a bard who is pretending to be a wizard and is
Very
traveling around
real wizard.
with a bunch of rogues as they go town to town stealing things. He was in a bar doing some magic. A real wizard challenged him to a wizard duel, but it was interrupted by a mysterious cat with a letter.
Time to go to the wizard's tower.
Who beckons him to the wizard tower of Clearwater, the harbor town that you currently are in.
Last time I had a southern accent. This time, TBD.
Who knows? All right, so you walk out of the tavern into the early morning sunlight. The sun is just starting to rise over the bay, and you can hear like seagulls, and you can feel the cold air rushing past you as you walk into this kind of wider street, and you have a clear view. You're actually pretty close to the bay.
Smells
you can
like
see the
my
harbor.
mama's cooking.
You can hear the you can hear the ships kind of.
Whoa, that Foley work? Woof.
Oh, I'm really killing
I'm taking it to the ocean side, baby. I'm back in
You
Greece.
can hear seagulls. And
Dick Goblin?
it's me. How's it going? Get
Oh,
out of
no.
my way.
He's in the...
And a dick goblin pushes his way past you out of the bar. And he's like,
Oh!
that was a sick magic duel you just had. And you look down the street and you can see that the cat that weirdly talked to you and beckoned you with a letter is further down the street, already just like kind of ignoring you, just expecting you to follow. You're joined by Andrea Underleaf, who I said was a female drow. I looked up drows and they're like mega evil. So I'm going to say she's a wood elf. So that's me retconning. Kind of like, she just kind of appears next to you. You don't hear the door open out of the bar.
What's her name again?
Andrea.
Oh, hey, Andrea.
What's up, dude? How's it going?
It wasn't so hot in there, was it?
No.
Good thing this cat got us, huh?
Yeah. I think the cat's getting away.
Oh, let's go. Come on.
I'm actually going to let's do some fun dexterity saving throw. Let me get my dice out real quick.
What am I rolling for? Dexterity saving?
Yes, you are doing a dexterity saving throw.
I have proficiency in that.
Ooh.
Nat 20! Guy!
A cart rolls past you, and it splashes some water, and you are not even close. You actually catch water droplets out of the air.
I slurp it up.
And put it back into the...
And I say, electrolytes keep me going.
And it's actually a fish cart. And it kind of bumps, and a fish comes out, and you grab it out of the air, and you go, "This is dinner. This is
in my
breakfast."
pocket really
you
quick.
put it into your pocket, and it's Andrea like looks at you, and she's like, "Fuck yeah, dude, that's awesome.
That's fucking rad.
That's
fucking metal.
awesome." And the cat kind of looks back, and he's kind of eyeing the fish, and he's like, "Good job." We have a real cat in the room, and he's good job. Look at him.
Good job.
He's going to help me with my. Are you going to come along? Also, do you want to read this letter? I forgot I had it. And he kind of he kind of just like
slides it.
He slides it, but then he starts playing with it a little bit like a cat
Stop
does.
that.
Like, he tried to
Stop that. Give me
he's
that.
like,
I just got a fish out of the air.
Yeah.
Come on.
You get it away from him, and you want to open it up?
I would love to open it up.
All right, you open up this envelope. It has a strange wax seal on it, and with a
Does it have a stamp?
It has a stamp, and it has a stamp of like 3 eyeballs. It's a very mysterious stamp.
Illuminati.
You open it up, and
The cat Illuminati.
it just says, "I know your secret. Come to the Wizard's Tower."
I was already on my way, but damn, you didn't have to put me over the ocean like that, over the yards.
You have a meeting with Archmage Archibald Cornellius Tinklebottom III. Tinklebottom. You have a meeting with him. Now you, I presume, are going to make your way towards the Wizard Tower.
Yes, I wander towards the wizard's tower.
You go along the cobble streets that have carts and such that are bringing things from the ship into the town. This is like a pretty big port town. Most of the streets are cobblestone with like nice brick buildings and stuff. It's pretty established. There are some like wooden shacks and like metal-y, but that's like, it's pretty relatively nice. And in the center of the town is this gigantic ivory tower that looks like it's almost made of like bone. Like it's like cool and kind of organic, but you can tell it's been made.
One big old whale, poor buddy.
And it's just as the morning kind of like gets started, you notice there's also lamp posts that have light in them, and they're connected by like a cord all coming from the wizard's tower. And as the light comes up and shines on it, all the lamps just are out because there's not enough light. And as you're kind of making your way, like you're going through the streets, and you see like sailors and stuff, and they're playing like dice and stuff in the streets. They're like, "Hey, yeah!" Like, and there's a guard, and he's like, "Hey, you kids!" And they're like, "We're 50. Get out of here!
Stop harassing those kids!"
And they chase them off, and they're like, "Hey, baby!" And they kind of run away.
They just sort of like Zoidberg away.
Yeah. Next to you is Andrea, and she's just kind of like looking around. And
I'm keeping it
she's
close,
like constantly like
scoping.
scanning.
She's
scoping, and she
just,
also has a little notebook. And you notice she just kind of like writes stuff every once in a while.
I'm gonna try to make conversation with the cat.
Okay.
So what do you know about Cornelius Tinklebottom?
Cornelius Tinklebottom. Well, I'm not his familiar. I was just kind of sent by the tower.
What are you, some sort of intern?
That's rude. That's very.
I mean, I'm just trying to establish who I'm talking to.
I do get coffee sometimes, but it's because of I want to.
Do you have coffee? Do you take orders now?
No, not for you. You're not even. You're not my higher up.
I'm a guest.
I'm what? You want a frappuccino?
Is that something you could get?
He throws up on right in front of you. Goes, here's your fucking frappuccino.
You nasty.
Yes, I just work for the Wizard's Tower. This just came from the top.
The top of the tower?
Yeah.
The very top?
Now, I said I was familiar. Was I lying? My animages? You don't know.
Why would you say that?
I don't know.
Why would you even?
I'm a cat.
Now I don't believe you.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I mean, if you walk around believing every talking cat, then you have an intelligence of -3. That's
actually, I'll tell you, my intelligence is +0. Thank you very much.
For a wizard, that's weird. All right.
What? I mean +5.
Andrea goes, yeah, that's weird for a wizard.
Shut up, Andrea. Have my back on this one.
Okay, and she grabs your back, and she just pats you on the back.
That's like, just slightly up.
All right.
To the left.
All right.
That's good. Thank you.
Oh, sick. Friends give other friends massages.
That's good.
Okay, so you get to the door of the
fucking cat,
the big wizard tower, and it's actually like it's a huge fucking door. Yep. Like it's at least like it's like 2 stories, and the cat just kind of comes up, and he goes through a little cat door that just like kind of like boop, it appears, and he goes through the cat door, and then he comes back out, and he goes, oh, whoopsies, and he goes knock 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 tap tap, and then the doors go.
I still try to fit through the cat door.
you're halfway through the cat door when it starts opening. You go, oh no! Andrea,
it's a slide backwards.
Andrea tries to help by kicking your butt.
Oh no,
and it's not
Andrea,
really...
too much.
Oh, sorry, dude.
All right, let's just go through the doors, Andrea.
You go through the doors and you find yourself in like a pretty big like opening like opening room. It kind of feels like Hogwarts in here. Like it's very like
fanciful, like
a lot of archways, a lot of
is it well lit or pretty dim?
It's pretty well lit. You actually like can look up and it looks like there's sunlight coming through the top, even though you would imagine they would be closed. So you don't know if that's magic trickery or not, but seems like a kind of like open airy space. And a lot of people are kind of walking around in wizard's robes, all with like bundles of like scrolls, some of them, and all of them in robes.
Do any of them have cats?
You see a few people who have animal companions with them, but they are not like chat. Well, they kind of talk to them, and then you can kind of sense that the things just go like they don't talk back in a language that you understand.
Got it.
At this point, Andrea is like looking wide-eyed, and she doesn't smile a lot, but she has the biggest smile you've ever seen, which is just a slight smirk, where she's like, because
she's loving
she's
it.
Looking around and she's like, she sees like a railing that's gold, and she like takes a knife out and just starts like scraping a little bit off, and she's like tastes a little, and she's like, it's real gold, dude. It's fucking real gold. Just like a bunch of wizards running around, and there's different doors that you can go through. Some are like,
cat. I didn't catch your name, by the way.
My name's Salem.
Salem?
That's the first cat name. I could have named it after my actual cat sitting here, who's like asleep. Look at him. He's a little munchkin.
Well, Salem, I'll be sure to put in a demerit for you for that Frappuccino incident.
I can't get another one. I'm already on thin ice as it is.
You know what, Salem? Let's put bygones be bygones. I'd give him the fish.
Oh, you give him the fish?
I give him the fish.
Oh, he kind of just like looks at you and he feels a little bit embarrassed that he didn't get you a frappuccino.
It's okay. Let's call it even. We're equals here.
He's like,
Salem, we're equals here.
He's like, you should probably go to the receptionist.
All right.
For appointments, but like there's other shit around here.
What kind of stuff you talking about? You know this place pretty well?
Like the biggest library you've ever seen.
Oh my God. I don't know how to read.
Is that true?
That was a little joke for you, Salem.
Good wizard joke. You know what? I hear a lot, but that was actually a good one. There's a lot of like magical item creation here. A lot of like research things, alchemy, a lot of different floors. And if you look up, there's like, it almost looks endless. Each floor has different stuff. Like some are multiple floors. Like there's multiple floors of libraries, but a lot of weird. You're probably
I'll have to take a look. I'll have to take a look around at some point.
So you do that, and he just kind of like, all right, bye bye, and he just
see you later, Salem.
Hops away
take it
and
easy.
Kind of like
zoops
out of there.
All right, I'll. Is there like a crowd between me and reception, or is it pretty straight path?
People, it's not like it's like a fast move. Like people are crisscrossing across each other. Like it's one of those like New York not Times Square. What's the central station? Kind of like everybody like going different directions because they're all busy. They're all
right. I'm gonna try to make my way through it to the reception because it feels like the place to go.
Do another dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. That's a 16 plus 4 for 20.
Oh, you're dodging and weaving through people.
I'm weaving and dodging.
If you had failed, you would have knocked everyone's shit over. You're dodging and weaving, and you're just like doing real good. I'm gonna see if Andrea is also doing great.
I'm freaking like hammer timing them.
She is like, you're dodging and weaving, and then you just get to the door, and she's just there.
She's just there.
She's like, what's up?
You're like, what, Andrea?
Yeah.
You're pretty sneaky, you know.
That's what I do, dude.
All right, let's go see this Higglepuff Tinklebottom.
I think that's his name. You're right. So you go into this room, and it's like a pretty big room, like pretty big. Like sure. It's a receptionist area, and there's a very tall desk in front of you. And hanging over this desk is this long strand of hair, just like this big old like pile of hair that's just overflowing like a waterfall of hair over this very tall. And you can't really see to the top of it because you're very short.
Rude.
And then there are like chairs that are by the door.
Okay.
That is a waiting thing. And Andrea's already perched on there, and she's just kind of like looking around.
I just turned to her. Try not to steal anything while we're here, okay? Just do your best. I know. Do your best. I'm not asking for promises. Just try your best.
Just because these wizards are gonna like fry me if I do.
Yeah, self-preservation.
I'm doing it because
I'm gonna be level with you. I don't really know what we're dealing with here yet.
I'm doing self-preservation. Okay, maybe a little for you, just because. Okay, as just a friendly thing. And then as you're talking, you can like look over and the waterfall of hair next to it. As you look a little bit deeper into it, you see words start like being etched into the desk that it points to the beard with an arrow, and it says pull.
To the beard?
Yes.
Is the hair the beard?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll wander over to it. I'll give it a yank.
You yank the beard and you just hear, oh there.
Is this reception?
Oh, this is reception. Yeah.
Were you sleeping on the job?
Oh, you don't have no proof about that.
You sound pretty groggy, sir.
I'm not groggy. I'm Harold.
Can I get my boy Salem to get you a frappuccino?
Who's Salem?
Salem, you know my good friend.
I don't. There's a lot of.
Well, you see, I'm looking for Higglepuff Statum Stoop.
We do have a Higglepuff Statum Stoop. You got that right.
I do have an appointment with him.
You got an appointment for Higglepuff Statum Stoop.
Yes. Is he ready to see me? He
just kind of looks over, and you see this big dwarvish face with a big old nose, and he just kind of like, his nose kind of like comes over the side of the desk, and he looks down and you go, oh, you're just a little fella, aren't you?
Well, you're way up there. That's an unfair advantage.
That's true. I kind of stacked the cards in my favor.
That's right, you did.
I
You're looking for Tinklebottom. What was the poopy butt? Poopy butt. What's your name, you little fella?
I'm looking for Poopy Butt Tinklebutt.
Poopy butt Tinklebutt. We got that. I used it a different name, but we also have a poopy butt stinking butt. Now, what's your name so I can look you up in the system?
Did the letter say anything about addressed to me? Did it use my full name? Did it say anything about who it was addressing on it?
You presume that it's to you because it was given to you specifically.
Okay, but it wasn't calling me out by name. So he's asking for my actual name here.
Yes.
All right, I'll give it to him. I'm Bruno Wizardson, High Wizard of the far near East-West.
That is quite a title.
And I'm defeater of the Grand Maester of North Christmasville.
I ain't familiar with Christmasville, but it sounds very
It's
jolly.
a beautiful place, and I've taken care of the wizards, so you can go now.
Well, let me see here. Let's see, you got an appointment. Oh, Archmage Archibald Cornellius Tinklebottom III. That's a curmudgeon if I ever see one, you know what I mean, young man.
Sure.
Alrighty, well, he's gonna be right through that door.
And you see only like a singular door, and you hear the dwarf kind of like pull some levers.
Yeah.
And the door starts spinning on its like height axis, and it just spins around until it goes. And then the title card on the door kind of flips, and it's Cornelius Archibald Tinklebottom III.
All right. I thank you kindly.
Oh, you're welcome.
Now enjoy the rest of your nap.
He's already sleeping. he's back to sleep. There's an intercom that's right there. There's basically a big horn next to it, and you just hear,
Yes, what do you want?
I have an appointment to see Tinklebottom.
You have an appointment to see me?
Your Tinklebottom?
Archmage Cornelius Tinklebottom the Third.
Sure.
well, come on in.
I do. I push the door open.
You quickly look behind you and you see just Andrea just like slipping out the door, and and she just kind of gives you a thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Deadpan thumbs up.
You can tell that she's looking, just gonna scope everything.
She's gonna
out.
scope everything. Yep.
I
give her a sly wink back.
All right. You go into the room, and it's a bigger room than you expected based on like the door and it's actually a circular room. And like the main entranceway, it seems to go up like forever, and it's a circular like bookshelf that just goes up and up and up and just covered in books. And at the desk, you see a large wizard hat and a small head. And
a small head.
And you just hear a voice go, Yes, what do you want?
I'm looking for Tinklebottom.
I am Tinklebottom, yes.
I find this suspect.
Why do you think this is suspect?
I was just talking to Tinklebottom just a moment ago outside the store.
Oh, the simple wizard trick. You ever see that fun film Wizard of Oz?
Why would you do that?
It was a play. It
feels like you'd mostly be meeting with colleagues and you wouldn't put a ruse on them.
Well, I don't know if you're a colleague. Who are you?
What?
Who are you?
I was told I had an appointment
with Tinklebottom. Why? Where would you think that?
There was a cat named Salem.
Yes, I know Salem the cat.
Frappuccino.
He gets a mean frappuccino.
Did he barf in it?
Oh, that's what that flavor was. He said it was whipped cream.
Well,
it tasted funky, I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe he didn't take kindly to the old switcheroo voice trick.
Well, not most people do. Why would wizards can see through that trick pretty easily?
Well, I'm a first timer here in the building. Who
are you?
I'm Bruno Wizardson, wizard of the far near East-West, defeater of the mage of North Christmasville.
That's a lot of you know what? Pretty good. As somebody who has multiple names also, pretty good.
Thanks.
Why are you here?
The Salem.
Well, A cat came to you and said, come to talk to Tinklebottom?
You hit the nail on the head.
I'll have to interview Salem later. Did he give you anything?
Do I still have the envelope?
You do.
Thank
I
you.
see it in your hands.
I hand it to you. Here you go.
You see him kind of like, okay, and he hops down from his desk, and you hear
See if
as he goes down
short guy.
stairs, he's a gnome,
He's tiny.
and he's even shorter than you, and you're very short.
Okay.
He's a little fellow, and he goes, give me that. He takes it and he unfolds it, and do you want to do a perception check?
Sure. Perception of 6.
Okay, so you notice stuff around the room, but you don't like. There's a lot of books, a lot of like arcane
I'm mainly
stuff.
focused on him.
He's a short fellow.
Yeah.
And he has
I don't perceive much because I'm focused right on him.
yeah, his beard is pretty like, he has a biggish beard, but it's closely cropped. He thinks it's more full than it is. It's not particular.
He's trying to grow it out.
He's trying to grow it out because that's what wizards do. And he kind of looks and he goes, all right, well, you're going to be working for us.
I am?
That's what the letter said.
The guy got the job?
Yeah, that's what from the higher ups it said.
Well, their term said I'd start with 100 gold per week.
Well, sounds fair to me. I don't do accounting.
Can you just sign here saying that you approve of this rate?
We don't need that much help. We're wizards. We can do anything.
Except for...
I know! A test! How about you show me some of your wizard prowess, Mr. Christmasville?
Oh, I defeated Christmasville, but
You
sure.
You destroyed Christmasville for your own pleasure. What a wizard thing to do!
Why would you assume such a nasty thing?
Because, listen.
Okay, what kind of magic would you like to see?
Just show me your best stuff, my boy.
I give him, how close is he standing to me?
He's standing pretty close. He
I
just
give
took
him
the
a good thunder wave.
All right, cast Thunderwave. I think that's like a D10?
Yes. Okay. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, not great.
Oh, not great. On a failed save, blah, blah, blah. So roll for Constitution saving throw.
I can do that and fail at it.
My spell saves DC is a 13.
Oh, he got bad.
Okay, you take 2d8 thunder damage.
2d8.
I didn't mean to attack him that good.
Well, you did it. 2d8?
2d8.
Okay, this is better than I thought. That's a 1.
Okay.
And that's a 6. So you did 7 damage to him. And he gets blasted back into
rocketing back into a bookshelf.
Into a pile of books and scrolls, and it's kind of just like a cartoon, like, and the books and stuff just kind of fall over in all the scrolls, and he goes, "Ow!
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to unleash my powerful magic like that.
You could have just like polymorphed. That was flashy of you, but sure, that's a wizard spell, all right. He gets up.
And a thunderous boom for 300 feet.
Don't do that.
He comes with the territory.
He kind of brushes it off, but he's not very damaged. He just kind of like...
I figured you could take it.
Yeah. But he is kind of like, ouchie, ouch. He's like an academic.
Just for reference, if I took 7 damage right now, I'd be at 1.
Yeah. He's a higher level than you, definitely. He's an Archmage. And he goes, well... In this letter, it said that I should give you a test. That was a good start. But, you know what? I have an idea.
What, you want to get beat up again?
No. You're going to do the beating up.
What?
Listen, mages in this place have a certain, like, circle of influence that we have in an area. I look over a certain amount of, like, farmland and such. That's my jurisdiction, and it's boring as shit.
Okay.
I mostly do research. It's pretty quiet, except for now everyone's saying there's a monster near this town. Let me look up what the town name was. I forgot.
And let me guess, you want me to go befriend it and bring it back here.
It's called Barrow Falls. And wait, what? Befriend? No, kill it.
You want me to
Make
kill it?
stop.
And you're calling me ruthless for killing a wizard in North
We're morally
Christmasville.
gray.
Okay.
Here at the
They
Wizard's
call
Tower.
you Tinklebottom the Grey.
They do.
The morally grey.
The morally gray. Now, I think that seemed pretty right. All right, let's do it. And then he snaps. The door behind you opens and he goes, all right, goodbye. And he casts gust of wind and blows you out onto your back. And you think you're going to fall back onto like wooden floors. You fall back into grass.
Oh!
Outside the door. And he goes, good luck with the monster. And he closes the door. And then the door is just kind of like standing in the middle of a field and then just starts rotating on its axis and then disappears. That's the end of this session. End of scene.
Wow. What will happen next time to our adventurer?
For our adventurer. You could actually probably start at that point. That's why I made it. Like, starting in small village of Barrow Falls. All right. So that's the end of my segment, D&D for 2. We took a lot of time with that, so I'm
Salem
sorry.
is nasty.
Salem is nasty.
He gave me a frappuccino.
You gave him a fish, he gave you nothing.
Frappuccino.
Let me put these dice away. You can do your next segment.
All right. Thank you for that. That was fun. I like that. I have for you
For me?
a new quiz. We love quizzes on this show.
We do love quizzes.
I have a quiz for you. This time featuring as seen on TV products.
Oh, fun.
It's time for you to guess which of these is the fake as seen on TV product. I will read you 3, one of which I have invented myself.
Oh, it's like conspiracy query.
It is.
For
I will
TV
include
products.
a name, a price, a description, and reviews for each.
Okay.
Number 1, Super Tire Glue for $14.95.
Super Tire Glue,
Super Tire Glue closes the leaks in your tires with ease. Simply apply the glue to the intersection of the rim and the tire, and within 15 minutes, no more leaking. Why take trips to the mechanic for expensive fixes to simple problems when you can stop the leak yourself? As seen on TV, this glue works with all tires, from snow to track. Just apply the glue, and within a few minutes, no more air tire pressure escaping. Reviews. 2 out of 5. Did not work well with a 4-wheeler. Want to return.
Didn't work. I used the entire tube. It didn't work.
5 out of 5. Patched up my tire as advertised. Will be buying more tubes for my family and friends.
Okay. More tubes. Honey, did you put tubes of tire glue in all our kids' stockings? Yeah.
It works wonders.
Our kids are 6 years old.
Yeah, but hey, they've got tires too.
They got bicycle tires.
They got bikes. It's a handy thing. You want to take your bike down to the shop?
Very handy.
You want to pay $100 for a new tire? No. That is Super Tire Glue for $14.95.
That sounds pretty real.
Number 2.
Yeah.
The Handy Heater for $29.94.
Does it heat your hands?
Handy Heater plugs right into any outlet without taking up any space to give you a warm and cozy place to relax.
Wait, so it's a space heater?
It's a quick, easy way to heat up to 250 square feet without expensive heating bills.
Any more than that, then it's expensive heating bills.
Turn cold and chilly spaces into warm and cozy places for just pennies a day.
Yeah, okay. That's
just
how
set the dial
works.
thermostat on the temperature you want, and Handy Heater will turn on and off automatically. Reviews. 5 out of 5. Works great in bathroom.
I used to be so frozen when I was taking my dumps. Hey, now I'm a warm boy when I drop some logs.
2 out of 5. The item gets very hot. Not good for households with children.
Our
What did you expect?
Our crispy children.
Maybe you shouldn't
Burnt
park
to a crisp.
your children with their face directly pointed at the space heater. 5 out of 5.
I bet I can get my face closer to the space heater than you can.
Not good for children. Like, what did you expect? Item gets very hot.
Yeah, I guess that's the whole point.
5 out of 5. I told the truth. End of review.
I told the truth to my... It made me tell the truth. I didn't want to tell the truth.
I told you I went to court and I told the truth. I wasn't lying.
It's like the movie Liar Liar. I didn't like it.
I didn't do it. I didn't slash the tires.
There was a magical... And now you got... People buying tire glue.
Tire glue. Listen, I thought it was going to cost them a lot more to repair it, but tire glue, come on.
This is a lot of work for the fake one. I'm gonna because you have to come up with fake reviews, and so far these have been very realistic.
Last one. Big vision glasses for $8.99.
Okay.
Thread needles replace watch batteries and accomplish other tedious tasks with the magnifying convenience of big vision.
Fuck.
As seen on TV, these handy eyeglasses make everything brighter and clearer, with sturdy lenses that offer 160% magnification for hands-free experience when accomplishing the most intricate projects. Inspecting small type or removing pesky splinters will seem effortless with these big vision glasses. Reviews. 1 out of 5. Thought I got 2 pair. Glad I didn't. Glad I didn't. These come no light. They give me a headache. 3 out of 5. I was having trouble seeing small print when I got these. Tried them. Oh wow, made big difference. I'm on my 3rd pair because I wish they would made. Because I wish
more. The more pairs you have, you just attach them.
Because I wish they would made them a little sturdier. In the back, handles tend to slip off the glasses when they fall. My other ones have broke off. I wish they would have made them sturdier.
They keep breaking, and I hate break-in. I thought I could put all 3 on same eyes, but no, it's not big enough.
160 times 160 for 80 magnification.
If you could have product that is big nose that I could put glasses on, that would be perfect.
Preferably small mustache underneath fake nose.
Karl Marx glasses, please.
It's time to guess the fake as seen on TV product.
Fake one. Fuck.
We have super tire glue,
Super tire glue.
handy heater,
Handy heater.
big vision glasses.
This is really hard. All 3 are really good. Big vision glasses, I think, is a little wild. I think you deserve to win if you came up with that last review of just like, need more glasses. I bought more. Oh, man. So it's between tire. I thought tire was in the bag of like, this is the real one. Because I thought it was too banal, but now I'm like, that's a trick. That's a trick that Theo would pull. But handy heater is like also that like kind of basic.
Works great in bathroom.
I'm gonna go with the tire glue.
You're going with tire glue, super tire glue.
Because I don't think your first thought is I need to warm myself up when I'm taking a Toozers.
A Toozers.
Yeah, when you like, I don't imagine that you're sitting on the bathroom and going, it's kind of chilly.
Kind of cold here.
I could use a blanket. Wait.
Wait. So
I'm going tire glue.
Tire glue is the fake one.
It's the fake one.
Points for Will.
Yes!
He got it.
Did it.
I thought I got you with it.
It was close.
Because at first when you said like, oh, that's totally real. When I first read it.
You're like, yes.
I think it sounds plausible, but I don't think a product could actually do what I would advertise.
No, I thought it was pretty. I'm like, I
tire glue?
Because there's, what's the tape?
Flex tape.
Yeah.
That was one of the, that was actually one of the as seen on TV products I saw on the website. And you can go to asseenOnTV.com and that's where I got these. So this hopefully this will be a reoccurring segment where I can keep pulling from the newest, the
fun.
latest and greatest as seen on TV.
I can't believe
product.
They still do that.
Right?
Like Amazon
it still
existing. Works. Yeah.
I love the reviews. I think the reviews are the best part.
I also remembered back to the reviews. I'm like, these seem pretty like, because the last one was so wild that I was like, this
you didn't
is
like
hard
my 2 out of 5 made up. Did not work with 4-wheeler. Want to return?
Give back whole tube. Throw it back.
Throw it back to them.
It's like when you have toothpaste that it's all rolled up. You squeezed every drop
out. The last drops out of here.
I used that on my tower. I made a tire from it.
There's
an entire tower.
There was another product that I really wanted to include, but it didn't have any reviews on it yet. I think it was too new. Oh. So I'm hoping that we can do this segment again when that is on there because it was a good product. You've passed as seen on TV.
And we have passed this episode of Segment City.
Sounds like you were trying to poop it out. Oh wow!
Oh god! Theo,
at least it's warm in here.
Oh god! The frappuccino the cat gave me. Oh!
Don't face your child directly towards the space heater. Will
dangerous for child.
I will absorb the power.
I also didn't think that you were thinking of children's safety. When it came to the products. Thank you for listening to Segment City, everybody.
It's been our pleasure to spend this time with you.
It has been our pleasure. If you have any segments that you want to send in, if you want to say that you hate the RPG, the D&D for 2.
Too bad. I like doing it.
Okay, good. So if you have any comments, any questions, anything you want to send to us, segmentcitypodcast@gmail.com. Hit up our Twitter,
Hit up our
Segment City.
YouTube.
Hit up our YouTube, Segment City.
Hit up our MySpace.
Leave a review, 5-star. Leave a review that says, "Bad for children.
Bad for children.
Bad for children. Need bigger.
Need more glasses.
Need more." I bought 3 Segment Cities
I should
just
have
because
I need to look through all of them at the same time.
to magnify all this.
I need to listen to all 3 episodes at the same time.
three Segment Cities at once, just like,
all together,
whoa.
just layered on top of one another.
My girlfriend said to me, she sent me a text that said, "Sometimes I forget that you're not talking to me because your podcast just autoplays on my Spotify."
That's amazing.
I was like,
Great.
it took me, I reread it multiple times and I was like,
what?
wait, what? Am I telepathically communicating with my girlfriend? And then I'm like, oh, I have a podcast.
Don't you know
It
that
just
Annie is your
autoplays.
familiar?
Thank you, too.
Those are some nice looking sound waves.
Those were good sound waves. Hey, good job, buddy.
You can cut that out if you want.
I'm not going to.
All right. Well, thank you so much for listening. It's been our pleasure. Thank you, Rachel, for doing our intro music.
Yes.
She has a podcast, Create Loud. She has a new dog. It's probably not that new anymore by the time you're listening to this, but we're all excited about it.
We are. Stop
So-
messing with your thing. I can hear it on. You're messing with your little mic.
Goodbye, everybody.
Your fits. I
I'm
can tell you want to end the
fidgety.
episode. Okay, bye, everyone. I love you.